Hi, team. We're going to talk about the three different sets of lessons that we are going to be engaging in next week. So the first set is for grade 9, and it starts with our normal circle question. But what we're going to do is an email Kahoot review of email terms, Excel terms, and soft skill terms. We're going to talk a little bit about email best practices, do an assignment with email, and then get the kids started on an Excel assignment. So we're starting off with this Kahoot. We'll talk about this on Friday. This link should take you to a Kahoot that you could then run live with students. And then we are going to move into talking about how email etiquette is actually an example of a soft skill. So just review this, again, just to solidify it with students. And then there's an article here about why email matters. It's pretty short. It's from Tufts University, and what you'll see is each one of these different headings, when you click on it, they have a short little drop down. So I would suggest to have a different student read each one of these things, and don't ignore the final thoughts. These are also very interesting. All right, and then I would also let the kids know before you start reading to be prepared to share a takeaway or like one area that they feel most confident in, and make sure that everybody shares either in the chat or out loud. Next, they're going to apply their skills. So they learned about the proper formatting and etiquette of email. We reviewed it again today. So today they are going to pick a person and a purpose for writing their email. And here are some examples. Then they're going to actually write the email, making sure that they go through this checklist and that they BCC you in on the email. That's how they'll get their grade. And then when they're done, have them go to the CWSP website to start their Excel assignment. Their Excel assignment, it's actually pretty short. We're going to start in on some application skills for Excel that will hopefully be more interesting to the students and a way for them to see how they can apply this in the workplace. These two lessons, maybe they will take 15 minutes. I suggest doing them with the students. I think that would be really helpful for them. And then on base today, it's a catch-up day for them. So they can finish last week's assignment if they didn't, or just chillax. All right, grade 10. This is their assignment for today. So very similarly, they're going to start off with a circle, and then their goal is to learn about resumes, why they're important, and then start to draft at least the first part of their resume. So what I've created here for the students is a note-taking sheet. You can see it here. It's basically an Excel spreadsheet, and it has two different columns. On the left-hand side is a place for the students to collect notes during the presentation, and on the right-hand side is a place for them to actually draft their resume so that it'll make it easier when they put it into their final formatted resume. So I would give kids a little time to file, make a copy, let them know that they should be taking notes. All right, so this first set of slides, up until slide 26, it really just gives some context. What are resumes? Why do they matter? And then the rest of the slides talk about the key elements of resumes. And there are 8 of them. Today we're just going to talk about the first 4 and have the students draft those first 4. Now, their contact information and name, they know those things, right? I suggest you look through the slides, though. It just helps familiarize you with what you're going to be going through in these notes. And because it can be dry if just you read everything, I would suggest having students read things. And then what you'll notice is as we get into things like the objective statement, there are examples here, and then we want to give students some time to actually draft their objective statements in their notes. Same thing with their education. Make sure they put that information in there. And then you can have them save their progress. I would suggest you make your own folder here and link it and have students share the folder with them and have them add this document to the folder. And then today they will be working on an Excel. I'll update this